start with the recording, and then very soon I'm going to be sharing the screen. Then we will officially start with our lesson for today. I think now my screen is sharing. Okay, guys, very quickly, possibly in just one lesson, if necessary. Otherwise, if not, it could be in two lessons. There's this topic that I would like for us to very quickly work on it. The sine, the cosine, and the area rule. So I just want to do something out of my head so that I will see if this is going to be enough for you guys to answer the questions. But I'll start it very simple. Guys, if you remember, we've got let's say the sine, the cosine, and the area rule. I just want to quickly give you guys a quick background, and then from there, if possible, we can look for an exam type of a question paper, then we try to work it out. But in simple terms, remember that we've got, let's say, two main types of triangles. Maybe let's start with this type, which is the one that has that. We call this one a right angled triangle name. So when it comes to this type of a triangle, you can use the following to answer questions related to this type of a triangle. The cos ratio being adjacent over that, the sine ratio being the opposite over hypotenuse, the tan ratio, and then you can also use theorem of Pythagoras. So in short, you can use the trigonometric ratios and theorem of Pythagoras to answer questions related to a right-angled triangle. But now, in a triangle, which could be, let's say, scalene and isosceles, in this type of a triangle, which is not a right-angled triangle, you can't use the trig ratios, you can't use theorem of Pythagoras. You must never use those because you won't get the correct answers. But instead, you then use the sine rule and the cosine rule. Then in area, then you just use the formula to calculate the area. So that is the main difference between these two types of triangles. In some instances, especially at your level, they might combine these two. So you must remember that if you've got a combination of these two, in a triangle which is attached to a right-angled triangle, you must use this. You might find that you will use that to find that side, which is obviously connected to that and that. And then when you move on to this triangle, you then use the sine and the cosine rule. That's how they might try to be tricky. In lower grades, they limit their questions based on a right-angled triangle, but at your level, they then include that. I'm just assuming that almost all of you, you are aware of the sine, the cosine, and the area rule. And if you guys will confirm that to be the case, then we'll very quickly look for a question that we can very quickly discuss. But let's see. Guys, did you understand what I was explaining there? Did everyone understand what I was explaining?
Yes, sir.
But is it everyone who
Yes, sir.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, goodest. Goodest. Then it is fine. It is fine. It is fine. It is fine. So now, what I would like to do very quickly is just to give you something to quickly work it out, and then in the meantime, I'll be using for a more formal, semi-complicated problem. Let's now see. Let me do that. Let me do that. And then maybe say, let's say I've got A, maybe B, C, and D. And then I will say this side, it is 2. That one I will say is that. That. And then this one I will say it is 40 degrees. And then this one I will say it's 5. And I will just say that. Okay. And then from there, question number 1, I will just say find AB. And then for this one, you will get 6 marks. Yes. Yes. Let's see. Guys, as I look for a more formal question, do you guys understand the question? Guys, do you understand my question there?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear in terms of what you need to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 100%, then it's fine. So I will give you, say, 10 minutes. Yes, at 1950, or when you are done, comment in the comment section the value that you get as your AB. And then from there, we will discuss and try to do the corrections. In the meantime, I'll be looking for an exam type of a question. Let me just mute myself there in the meantime. Okay, guys, it is that time. Let's see in the comment section. You see there in the charts. Go in the charts and then type your answer in there. And then we'll take it from there. I see someone has already posted their answer. That is Alice, 3.28. Okay, guys, whoever is done, post your answer in there. I'll be waiting for your answers to come through and then we will compare. I'll be waiting for your answers and then from there we will compare. Okay, I've got 2 so far. Let's see. Let's see what you guys are getting. Anna's World has sent through something. Okay. Let's wait for 2 more. Guys, what are you getting on your side? What is it that you guys are getting on your side? Okay. Looks like it looks like most of you guys are getting the same answer. Okay, then it is fine. It is fine. That one is that. Okay, there is some, it's fine. I will send through this info in the and long you also got that same answer. Okay, then it is fine. It's fine. It is fine. It is fine. Let me quickly send through this info and then we'll take it from there. Okay. So now let's see. Guys, it looks like most of you are getting the same answer. Anyone who's got a different answer, or it could be a question on that. Anyone, before we move on to something else. Are we okay on that one, or is there someone who's got a different answer there? Guys, are we okay there? I'm
Yes,
about to
sir.
make a conclusion that the answer that you guys got,
Yes, sir.
it is correct based on the fact that you are getting the same answer and considering that the question was not that much complicated. Okay, it's fine. Here is another question which I will discuss with you very quickly. And then from there, I will give you guys something to work it out and make sure that you submit anytime before 8:30. Then, if you could get those correct, I will be confident to say we can now move on to a different topic with an assumption that you do have a better understanding of what happens when it comes to the sine and the cosine rules, because it is not that much of a complicated topic. Only if you encounter some complicated problems, make sure to take a screenshot of those and then send them through to me so that I can have a look at those, and then we thoroughly discuss all of that. Okay, that is fine. So now let's see. Quadrilateral ABCD, BC being equal to that, and then AB equals to that. It is also given that that being ADB, angle D is 31.23 degrees, angle A in triangle DAB is equals to 109.16 or 0.16 degrees, and angle B in triangle CBD, it is equals to 48.88 degrees. Determine the length of a BD for 7.2.1. Most importantly, guys, the first thing that you need to do is to check where is BD. There is B, there is D. Then you ask yourself, now that BD, it is connected to triangle 1 and triangle 2. Between triangle 1 and 2, which one has more information? Obviously, triangle 1 has got more information. So that means in you finding a BD, you will use triangle 1. Why? Because it has more information. And remember, guys, the more angles you have, it means sine rule. The more angles you are having, it means you must use the sine rule. Otherwise, the more sides you have, you must use the cosine rule. Because when you look at the formulas, the cosine rule, it has only one angle that you need to substitute, and it has too many sides. For example, a squared is equal to b squared, then you must plus it with that, maybe minus bc, and then you've got cos of, let's say, angle A. Can you see? You've got a side, you've got a side, you've got a side, you just have one angle to substitute. That's why I'm saying the more sides you have, consider using the cosine rule. But when you look at this one, you've got, let's say, sine of angle A, let's say over A, sine of angle B over B. So can you see you've got an angle that you must substitute, an angle that you must substitute. So you've got an angle there, an angle there, one side, and then you can find that other side. I hope you guys get my point on that one. So let's say for some reason you do calculate and you get it correctly. Maybe let us say it is 240 meters as an example. So now can you see the next question? They say find a CD, where you've got a side, and you've got an included angle, an angle in between the two sides. Obviously, because of you having too many sides, more than the angle, then that's when you can consider using that one. So this is also a straightforward question, almost similar to what I've given to you. So before I give you guys something to work on, let me check if you guys have got any questions for me. Otherwise, if not, I will then give it to you. Okay, someone has calculated BD. That is Ali Dema Ali's. Okay, so now let's see. Any questions, honorable members or members who are honorable? Any
No questions on my
questions
side.
on this one I've just explained?
No questions,
No
sir.
question from Menlonge's side. That was Mwano. Okay. Otherwise, if you've got a question, then you will have to just rise on a point of order, and from there. Okay, there is a question that I would like for you guys to very, very quickly work it out. I actually want to rotate this thing. Okay, guys, I would like for you to take a screenshot very quickly. And then once that is done, I will then end this. I will also have to work it out on the side so that I will compare my answers with yours. Once you are done, you submit that same way where you take a photo, and then you type your name before sending, so that we'll be able to look into what you've done. Then we'll then have to do the corrections when the time is right. Guys, did you take a screenshot? Okay, Mono is done. Do you guys understand what is expected of you, honorable members, on that one?
Yes, sir.
Did you all take a screenshot?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, trust me when I say I do thank you very much for joining. Even today, my name starts with a letter D. And guess what? Send Pumile Munch. 8:30, the latest, that will be the time to submit. So in the meantime, let's work it out and see how far we have gone, or we can go with that. Done. Okay, then it's fine. Stop sharing. And then I'm going to